We are back with another NBA offseason grade, and today we're going to be doing the Indiana Pacers. This one's a little bit for the Pacers this offseason. So, did they do good this offseason? Did they do bad this offseason? Are they going to be a playoff team once again, or not? So, let's get it. So let's start off with key moves and acquisitions. So, traded number 23 pick, the 2025 NBA draft, so we're doing the NBA draft right now, to the New Orleans Pelicans to receive their own 2026 first round pick back. So the Pacers gave up their 2025 first round pick and the rights of some guy named King in exchange for retaining their original 2026 first rounder. This move appears, savvy given Tyrese Haliburton's season-ending Achilles injury in the finals. Interesting move to do that. But this is what they're going to do because of Tyrese Haliburton pretty much ending Achilles injury. They acquired center Jay Huff from Memphis. So they traded for stretch 5 who shot 40.5% from the 3 last season, provides floor spacing behind Isaiah Jackson and Tony Bradley. Contract includes 3-year at $8 million total. So cheap deal. You added Jay Huff from Memphis. You need a center. Because of Miles Turner leaving, so he might be your starting center for the Pacers. So you pretty much get a guy who can shoot 40.5% from the 3. So, provide floor spacing behind those 2 players. Good deal. I like it. Now, as for signing, they signed James Wiseman, brought in on a fresh deal after being traded out previously, added size, athleticism, and shot blocking as a developmental big. Pretty good deal is what you need as well. And last but not least, they signed Cam Jones, number 38th overall pick from Marquette, the Pacers traded him into the draft to select the standout guard, signing him to a multi-year deal worth up to $8.7 million. Jones brings scoring and playmaking upside, a timely pick considering Haliburton's injury. So, James Wiseman, I think this is awesome. Needed him for sure. Now, as for Cam Jones, sounds like he might be the starting guard, if I'm correct. I mean, I know he's a rookie, but with Haliburton's injury, maybe McCollum might be a starter. Let me think over after we read through all of this, and I'll give you my thoughts. Who's going to be the starter or whatnot. It's a lot taken right now because the Pacers, I think, are just scrambling all over the place because of Haliburton's injury last minute. That they're having a hard time trying to put a roster together, and I'm having a hard time trying to process everything that just happened. They re-signed key youngsters. Isaiah Jackson inked a 3-year deal. Perfect. I like him. Good player. As a Knicks fan, I do not like him, but as a player, I like him. James Wiseman also given a 2-year contract. Of course, I just said that. These moves pretty much help, the team much more. And on top of that, cap flexibility. They re-signed also Quentin Jackson, my fault on that, two-way deal, and Talion Peters, 2-way deal as well. These contracts fill out developmental roster spots and maintain depth. Yeah, so you pretty much re-sign players and bring them, 2-way deal to fill out the roster. Of course, you gotta do it. Who's gonna be on the team? Now, departure and contact. Like I said before, Miles Turner signed with the Milwaukee Bucks. Pacers reportedly were caught off guard by Turner's exit, hoping for a sign and trade that never pretty much happened. His $109 million deal is now off their books. Tyrese Haliburton injured. Haliburton suffered an Achilles tear in the NBA Finals, ruling him out of the whole season of the 2025-2026 season and forcing the Pacers to rethink playmaking rotation. So, Miles Turner, I don't blame him. I don't blame Miles Turner one bit. Because you may think, no, the Pacers, come on, that's not right. But you gotta know the fact that the Pacers has so many talks with other teams about getting rid of Miles Turner. And Miles Turner felt disrespected. It wasn't just 1 year, it wasn't just 2 years. It was like maybe 4 or 5 years. Every single year there were talks about getting Miles Turner out of Indiana. And, if it was 1 or 2 years, a little speculation, okay, then I can see maybe it's not true, or maybe it's this, and maybe it's that. But every single year there's talks, doesn't seem to add up. And Miles Turner felt disrespected. He's like, I'm not gonna waste my time here. More likely might give me a low ball offer. Let me go somewhere that want me. And it was Milwaukee. Which Milwaukee, good job replacing Brook Lopez for Miles Turner. I like that. Younger, bigger, yeah. But the Bucks will be a different off-season video we'll do. But like I said, Miles Turner definitely deserves going to Milwaukee. Pacers do not, should not be having Miles Turner at all on the roster. Just was not good. Now Tyrese Haliburton, now I feel bad for Indiana. That's something that's not Indiana's fault or Haliburton's fault. It's just injuries happen. So, it's making Indiana have to rethink their roster even more. Like, dang, we lost Turner and Haliburton. This is not good. So, yeah, we'll get the details. They're going to be a playoff team or not. Now, financial strategy and draft outlook. The Pacers pretty much look for the future flexibility in reclaiming their 2026 pick and preserving cap space in a season clouded by stars, injuries, and also sign somewhere else. These moves signal a potential pivot for from contenders towards youth development and long-term growth for the 2026-2027 window. And then, what does this mean moving forward for the Pacers? So with Tyrese Haliburton out and Miles Turner gone, Indiana is reshaping its identity around Isaiah Jackson, Tony Bradley, and young prospects ready to earn opportunities. Cam Jones as much-needed scoring and playmaking depth. Huff brings spacing to front-court mix. Reclaiming the 2026 pick gives Pacers room to retool when help and aim timing is right. And last but not least, analysts suggest the team is likely headed toward a youth-focused rebuild, but remains positioned to re-enter contention in 2026-2027 season, especially if Haliburton returns healthy. So, here's my thought on this offseason for the Pacers. This is very, very interesting. A lot of us, I think, would never see this happening. People would thought that they would have the same team coming back, maybe a little bit different, like a draft pick or so. But with Turner to Milwaukee, Haliburton out for the season, maybe he'll come back, maybe, but it's so rare that someone comes back from Achilles injury less than 1 year. Really rare, especially right after the NBA Finals. Not like it was last season towards the middle of the season, then okay, but no. Haliburton might not be back. If he does, it'll be a miracle. But, yeah, it looks like the Pacers are going to be rebuilding youth movement. They have a little bit of, veteran players on it. Not a whole lot. It's just to be a bunch of young guys. Inexperienced guys. There's a couple of guys who are experienced, not only the playoffs, but in the NBA in general. I feel bad for the Indiana fan. This is something that I think not all of us would have seen this happening. So I'm going to grade their off-season. Oh, man. I can't really give them the S because it's not really their fault. But in a way, kind of is. I'm going to give them a D. The reason why is that you lost Miles Turner, which is a big thing. You got a lot of your good pieces back, so that's good. Tyrese Haliburton's out for the season. That's going to sting. I can't really give you a really low grade because it's not your fault because the whole situation went on. But in a way, you should have kept Miles Turner. But then in a way, it's like, you just didn't do that much. Now, the reason why you're not E or an F is because the Celtics, and then the Nets are the Nets. So it's like, they have potential to do good, but they choose not to. For you, you're in a tricky situation, which is not your fault, because of Tyrese Haliburton. He's like your star player, so you're screwed. For the Celtics, you can say that about Jason Tatum, because he's their star player, but you have Jaylen Brown there. You have Derek White there. You also have Simon there. So it's like, you have, good players that have you in place, and you can do something a little bit different. The Nets, I don't know what they're doing. It's the Nets. But the Celtics have more of a better way to make the playoff than the Pacers. The Pacers, they have good players. I'm not saying other players are bad. It's just they're not like stabilized like Jaylen Brown, Simon, and Derek White. They're not like, yeah, I can trust them. These are guys just they're good, but just gotta wait and see. Now, are they a playoff team, playing team, or maybe NBA Finals bound? Not NBA Finals bound, no. Playoff team, no. I mean, they do have some heart. I'll give them that. They have a lot of heart. They play well together. Playoff teams too much pushing it for the squad. They don't have that one star player because you don't have Miles Turner anymore. Or you don't have Haliburton. So we're gonna trust TJ McCollum, Obi Toppin. I see more of a playing team. If they play this much heart, I see more of a playing team for sure. Playoff teams a little pushing to a playing team than most I'm gonna give them because they do give a lot of heart. They do have some good, exciting players on the team. They have more potential for playing teams than the Nets do. I'll say that. And yeah, guys, comment down below. How would you rate the Pacers offseason? A being the best, S being the worst. And do you think it'll be a playoff team, playing team, what? Let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video.